much for welcoming us here. Without much ado, I would like to inform you the reason why we are here today. Just as my colleagues have already mentioned, but just to be specific, our tour is to sensitize people against violence, as our team is zero violence in the Gambia. This is our tour, and our main targets are the students, because we know that they are very youth, they are very young, and they are
vulnerable.
They are vulnerable, easily influenced. People could easily influence them.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I've heard you, and I'm very happy. And I think I have more hope for my country now. Because where the problem is where the solution is coming from. Our old mummies and daddies will never go to the streets and cause havoc. If there will be any problem, it will be young people. So if young people are going for peace, then I say I have hope. Because that's where the trouble should come from. You mentioned it. You are not in for
3 years?
3 years, 5 years,
5 years,
whatever. You are in for peace. I cannot reject peace. As a country, many a time, we dilate on effect and not causes. And that's where we got it wrong. When the impasse came, after the impasse, results were very bad. I said, if this 3 years Jordan came and create a problem, who will send your child to school?
No, nobody.
Then, that's from December, January, February, I say within this period, there will be no session. So the 3 years Jordan is my problem. I prefer peace more than anybody right now. So if you people succeed, I succeed.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's why I say I support the idea. Let us put national interest before any other interest. Let us put national interest before political interest. Let us put national interest before regional interest. And when you say peace, as far as I'm concerned, even those who are saying 3 years Jordan, they can only do it successfully in a peaceful way.
Yeah.
Those who are in for 5 years, they cannot do it without peace. Whatever you want, peace must be there. Tell me what you will get in this world without peace. So it's for all of us. What the message you come with, I cannot reject it. Peace.
It's everybody's peace.
We need a peace. Every time, everywhere in your life. Peace. We need a peace. Yeah, you don't mind to give it
Now, many a time, if you search the word peace, what you will see is what? The absence of war. If you have dictionary, you quickly search, what you will see as a prominent definition of peace is what? The absence of war. But as an association, we are of the belief that peace is far beyond the absence of war. It doesn't only mean if there is no war, there is peace. Now, as an association, like Mr. Juve rightly stated, our problem is not 5 years. Our problem is not what? It's not 4 years, it's not 3 years. Our problem is not, in fact, 15 years. What our problem is, the peace and stability of the Gambia to be jealously what? Guided. And we feel in the process that students are prudent, because we made a discovery from your own principle that 1/4 of the population of the Gambia are school-going children. So it is important for us to talk to you as far as peace is concerned. So we are calling for a dialogue. You understand? So it is our belief that nyaka watan mo am fi. So we want to make sure that there is watan, so that there is peace and stability in the Gambia. So make peace with yourself, students. Make peace with your teachers. Make peace with your parents, and make peace with every Gambian. So we are of the belief that dialogue is important, and that's why ahead of that we are advising students to desist from violence of any kind. So on that note, we said peace today, peace tomorrow, peace day after tomorrow, and conversation instead of confrontation. Thank you all. Do have a wonderful week.
Rabbi israh li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uhdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Greetings to you all. Today we are very much happy to be here at ESSAU Senior Secondary School. When we say Pro-Gambia, pro mean in support of someone. You say Pro-Gambia, someone who is in support of the Gambia, someone who is in support of the interest of the Gambia. We are not here to support anybody, but we are here to support the Gambia. The interest of the Gambia is what concerns us. So this is why we are standing as an organization to stand for our country. As John F. Kennedy once said, don't ask what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. Our country is not a stable country at present. If you call for a revolution, sometimes it is marked by violence, and you cannot control that violence. If you come, you say you want to topple a president through demonstrations. If the president fails to step down, it is the military that comes and take over. Do you guys want us to go back to military rule? No. Do you guys want us to go back to military rule? No. Say that again. No. So this is the danger. This is the danger. This is the danger waiting for us. This is the danger lying for us. Because I would give you an example. We have seen what happens in Libya. We have seen what happened in Egypt. You know, when the military comes and take over the government, the civilians are always in trouble. We have experienced it, and you should not allow us to experience that thing again. So it is true, the President of the Republic, during his campaign period, had informed us that he would step down after 3 years. Unfortunately, he did not do that. And also, of course, he should be blamed for that, because as a citizen, we have to hold our leaders accountable. Because God says in the Holy Quran, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu awfu bil uhudi. If he says something, you have to respect your contract. He did not do that. But also, our constitution, which is guiding us. If we are a Muslim, we have the Quran, which is our constitution. If we are a Christian, we have a Bible, which is our constitution. But if we, as a country, as a nation, we have a constitution which is guiding us. So in that constitution, we voted for 5 years. So that one is what the president is actually using as an argument that he wants to respect what the constitution has said. So there are two issues at stake here. The issue of 3 years, because he is the one who promised the people that he's going to step down after 3 years, and he failed to do so. And the other issue is that the constitution is here, which has provided for 5 years. So the president has decided to go for 5 years. For me, it doesn't work violence. If you are very unhappy with him. 5 years is not much. We are almost into the 3 years of his term. We are left with 2 more years. That will be in 2021. That is just next to the corner. If we could wait 22 years of Yahya Jammeh's hardship dictatorship regime, can't we wait for 2 years? 2 years is not much. So please, we won't like you to venture into violence, because violence is the weapon of the feeble-minded ones. To conclude, Mahatma Gandhi taught us that I object to violence because the good it appears to do is temporary, but the bad it does is permanent. I thank you for your attention.